From the top of Northern Manhattan in New York City, welcome to Inwood Artworks On Air. It's the podcast where we shine the light on writers, filmmakers, musicians, theater makers, and artists of all stripes who make their home what we affectionately call Upstate Manhattan. I'm your host, Aaron Sims, and this is our 2022 Live and Local Seasonal Sampler. It's where we highlight a musical performance from each of our live and local musicians that appeared throughout our third season of On Air, which spans the entire calendar year. This year we produced a total of 46 on-air podcasts in all, consisting of 38 artist spotlight portraits and 8 live and local episodes. As we've stated in previous seasons, this seasonal sampler is less of a greatest hits and more of a critic's pick, a curated mixtape of musical styles and diverse forms with one thing in common: they all hail from the musical melting pot here in Northern Manhattan. It's safe to say we believe these musicians deserve your attention. Looking back on the season, we've offered an eclectic mix of local artistry and once again, a great collective representation of the sounds of our multicultural community here. We hope that if you like what you hear, it'll prompt you to check out more from them and their music, and also, at the very least, check out their on-air live and local episode. And if you're only going to find this amazing mix of people, by the way, here on Inwood Artworks On Air, which is currently the only podcast dedicated to putting the spotlight on the artists who make their home in Inwood and the surrounding community here in Upper Manhattan. Speaking of, allow me to introduce you to these musicians you're about to hear on the 2022 Live and Local Seasonal Sampler. Maggie Clark, Jimmy Delgado, Lead Lights Ensemble, Bob Winbill, Santa Corey Ramos, Frank Rhodes, Tony Davis, and Marchena. Without further ado, enjoy the 2022 Seasonal Sampler of Live and Local.
Everybody's talking about it, time for choosing, even though it's such a joke, nobody's laughing. Can someone tell me why? Truth doesn't matter. Can someone dry my eye and then make it better? Ugly speeches, hate-filled rallies, lies flowing non-stop, taunting, tweeting, hope is fleeting. When will it stop? Can someone tell me why? Truth doesn't matter. Can someone dry my eye and then make it better? When will it end? Campaign 16. When can we laugh and breathe again? Our country's too important to be left to a bully. Our choice is clear, we must preserve our precious democracy. Can someone tell me why? Truth doesn't matter. Can someone dry my eye and then make it better? Can someone tell me why? Truth doesn't matter. Let's all tell hate bye-bye, and we'll make it better, and we'll make it better.
Atavera gua gua bibi gua wara bibi. Atavera gua gua bibi gua wara baba. Atavera gua gua bibi gua wara bibi. Atavera gua sui mako. Atavera gua sui mako. Atavera gua gua bibi gua wara baba. Atavera gua bibi gua wara bibi. Atavera gua sui mako. Atavera gua sui mako. Atavera gua sui mako. Atavera gua gua bibi gua wara baba. Atavera gua gua bibi gua wara baba. Atavera gua sui mako. Atavera gua sui mako. Atavera gua sui mako. Atavera gua Atavera gua.
Sencillamente un te quiero puede mover el suelo, apartar la incertidumbre y alimentar nuestro amor. ¿Por qué estás tan lejos? ¿No ves que me desespero? Quisiera verte en nuestro nido, por fin tenerte entre mis brazos. Por eso cántame mi canción, la que vivimos tú y yo, la rima de tus labios junto a los míos. Ven y cántame mi canción y volveremos a nuestro ritmo. Hablaremos de nuestro sueño y olvidar lo demás. Ven y cántame mi canción, la que vivimos tú y yo, la rima de tus labios junto a los míos. Ven y cántame mi canción y volveremos a nuestro ritmo. Hablaremos de nuestro sueño y olvidar lo demás.
drifting like the falling leaves. Family, blank faces lost in grief. And tell me, when will it reach the core? That feeling we've kept from feeling more. Guarding fragile doors. As if life is ours. Asking myself why hide now. Oh, won't you sink into my skin? Don't move on. Oh, take my heart and let it bleed, let it bleed. Let it bleed. Holding on to parted hands, frozen, can't seem to understand, and fleeting glimpses of the truth. Look up before you lose them too. Ooh, they are falling leaves. Ooh, let them fall on me. Finding myself reaching out. Oh, won't you sink into my skin? Slow me down. Oh, one last genuine goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Es increíble cómo la vida mueve fichas a su antojo, cómo nos tranca la jugada y sin salida. Me he convertido en fiel sirviente de tus ojos. ¿Cómo te atreves? Me has vuelto adicto al roce de tu cuerpo. Y aunque el tiempo de lo nuestro no es perfecto, no se me quitan estas ganas de comerte a besos. nos adelantamos. Nuestros brazos se aferraron al calor de otra piel. Yo no esperaba una tú no esperabas un yo. Dime qué hago con este amor, ay, que yo no te puedo dar. Dime qué hago con estos besos que al final a tus labios no puedo entregar. Como quisiera poder despertar y haberte conocido un poquito antes, aunque sea un día antes, y así poderte tener. ¿Quién lo diría? Que el tiempo nuestro enemigo te convertiría, que a otras pieles y otras manos nos lanzaría, en vez de atar a nuestras vidas y ver qué pasaría. Dime qué hago con este amor que yo no te puedo dar. Dime qué hago con estos besos que al final a tus labios no puedo entregar. Como quisiera poder despertar y haberte conocido un poquito antes, aunque sea un día antes. Un poquitito antes. Yo no esperaba una tú no esperabas un yo. Dime qué hago con este amor que yo no te puedo dar. Dime qué hago con estos besos que al final a tus labios no puedo entregar. Como quisiera poder despertar y haberte conocido un poquito antes, aunque sea un día antes. Aunque sea un día antes.
Thanks for listening to our 2022 Live and Local Seasonal Sampler. We hope you enjoyed what you heard on this special episode of Inwood Artworks On Air. It's where you meet the musicians who make their home here in Upper Manhattan. If you have a moment, please show us some love right now by rating and reviewing this podcast on Apple Podcasts. It really does help. Many thanks to Church of Good Shepherd here in Inwood, New York City for hosting us, and to HideSites.com for uptown promotional support. Thank you, Jeannie McAdam. You can support On Air and all of our programming by making a tax-free donation at inwoodartworks.nyc/donate or via Venmo. Be sure to follow us on social media at Inwood Artworks to keep up with all that we do, including the Inwood Film Festival, Filmworks Al Fresco, pop-up galleries, live performances, and so much more. Inwood Artworks On Air is proud to be supported in part by public funds from the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs in partnership with City Council. And a very special thanks to our seasoned on-air team of Ken Coughlin and Jonathan Ullman for all their contributions in making this podcast happen. From top Manhattan and the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Aaron Sims for Inwood Artworks On Air.